Okay, nerds, I didn't film anything yesterday, but we got the car aligned. Fought a little bit of teething issues, still have some issues here today at the track, but we're about to go out for our first practice. Got the helper, cutest bean there ever was. Yeah, gonna go see how the car feels, man. A lot has changed since I drove it last in terms of suspension and feel, so I'm interested to see whether that's for the better or the worse. Hopefully the better. But yeah, let's get right to it. Gonna go out for practice, and then we'll keep you guys in the loop. Say that again.
Hi.
Alright, there she is, trying to give me advice. Warranted advice. Alright, we did practice. It actually went really well. The car feels dialed. It's fast. I feel good about the entire track except for the last zone is a little bit weird. I got to scrub a lot of speed and for a lot of angle to fill it, but that's little things we can make adjustments. The sweet hat, there it is. So yeah, we're just about to go out for qualifying. They're doing qualifying now, which is really cool. 10 drivers, bottom 2 have to battle it out. Top 8 qualify already into top 8. It's a double elimination pro bracket. I'm talking fast here, sorry guys. But yeah, I feel good. I'm gonna go out and kill it in qualifying and then right into comp. My biggest thing to work on today is giving people space in the chase. I've already had a few instances in practice where I didn't give people enough room and I almost basically ran into them. So I need to be patient. That is not something I've been good at. That's my weak point. It's patience in the chase. I am one of the faster cars here, but that is my problem to deal with, not anybody else's. If they're doing their job properly, then if I am too fast behind them, that's on me as a chase driver. So I need to mitigate that, dial that in. Otherwise, in my lead, I feel good. So we'll let you guys know how qualifying goes. Okay, nerds, don't have good news. Was feeling very good in practice. The way qualifying worked is you get one practice run, then you do your judged run. If you zero on your judged run, you can do another judged run, but that just puts you at the bottom of the bracket. So you can only qualify up to the top 4 in the bottom of the bracket. Of course, I did a great practice run. I was on a killer qualifying run, in my opinion, and then I looped it at the end like an idiot. So it is what it is, and then I did a practice run after that, or a second qualifying run. Did what I thought was a very good run, so we qualified at the top of the losers bracket, battling my dude Kyle in the top 8. So we did qualify high enough to get into the top 8 and not to do our 16. But yeah, Kyle is my first battle, which sucks because he's my homie, but also should be fun regardless because I can trust him and he doesn't play games and he's a really good driver. So we're gonna head out in about 30 minutes, go get that battle done, and then report back. This is my first battle.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
Going down.
Going down, brother. Talk some shit. Let me know.
Oh yeah?
Kyle, oh yeah.
No, it's okay. I already unplugged your coil
How
pack.
you feeling, Kyle?
Good.
Do you know what to do with your hands?
I do not know what to do with my hands.
You have 2 cameras on you.
The lads.
Oh
helping
my
out.
god.
Kyle's got an LSG 35. He's a ripper, so it should be a fun first battle.
You qualified second.
Yeah.
Big
top-
second place.
Big second
guy.
place. Just got back from E-Town Gambler. Big pimpin' out here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Excited for it.
We're just hanging out. We're just chilling. Sit on your asshole. Sit on the fart box.
Hey guys, today this car sucked.
Oh,
It's not true.
End of vlog.
you did the sit down. Have a beer with me.
Are you filming?
Yes.
You've been filming, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, we're wrapping up this day with this video and this vlog here. Deviated a tire, 9 psi seems to be the limit. Found that out the hard way. Shifted inboard, took out the external reservoir, and so now we need to change that. Previous to that, practice went really good. Qualifying went really good. Every lap I felt like I was doing better. Sorry, qualifying went shit. Let me repeat that. Never mind, didn't go good. My lap before my qualifying run was good. My qualifying run was good until I spun. The lap after that was really good. Learning every lap, more what the car is capable of, getting used to like what I can dig out of. Like at the beginning of the day I was pedaling it and learned at the end of the day that it wasn't necessary, but that's just like growing pains with the car, has to be expected for sure. But yeah, we changed a lot of stuff today. Messed with setup, tire pressure, changing the way that I launch off the line, which is new to me. So obviously screwed that up a few times before I got it dialed. Biggest learning curve today for me definitely was learning how to pace myself or give gaps.
Pace others.
Yeah, exactly. Either give a gap or don't leave a gap, and it's definitely an adjustment in this car. It's really quick. It has a lot of forward bite, and left foot braking for me today didn't work out very well just because I'm not comfortable with the pedal setup. Try left foot braking and I ended up hitting my own foot, but that's all part of the game. We got a lot of seat time today. The car did pretty good overall. Like the car didn't have any issues dealing with, but
Oil leak. You have the wheel bearing. The wheel
yeah.
bearing starting to fail.
we have a wheel bearing that's failing. So like for like the better half of the day, we have to keep retorquing it. It's essentially kind of like a little bit of active tow probably. It's not terrible, but it's definitely not great either. So we got to replace the wheel bearing. We got to replace the shock, and we have to address the oil leak in the dry sump. Other than that, good day. Our boy Kyle took third.
This is event number 2.
First time tandeming, basically.
First time tandem with the car.
So that was an adjustment. We didn't really, like you guys saw our Carolina video, we didn't really tandem in that. Like it was a big track, first day with the car. So like when I was chasing people, I was giving people like 4 or 5 cars. So that's not a realistic experience. This was like starting grid, coming out of the dig, actually chasing, actually doing the lead.
How many runs do you think you did today?
Probably 30 total.
30. How many
runs.
adjustments do you think we did on the car?
I mean, we did an adjustment of some sort pretty much every battle, every lap. And then not to mention I came into this with, so when I drove in Carolina, it had 10K springs on the front and a different coilover. Now it's got 14Ks and a different coilover as well, so that felt really different as well. We tried more toe in this time too, so the car had way more grip, way more forward bite. In Carolina, it had an 1/8 of an inch total toe in, now we have a 1/4 inch, so like basically doubled our toe in, which obviously felt different as well. Yeah, overall, I don't know. I'm being hard on myself, but it was good. This guy helped me all week.
I don't know if being hard on yourself. I think it's just moving things. I think it's making it simpler. And you have to do these things. This is the best time to do this.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to get familiar with the car.
How many tires did you go through?
Today we didn't go through a ton because the track is nice, but still probably like, I don't know, 6 tires, 5 tires. Probably
6
5,
tires
6
and 30 runs.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a win.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap this video up. We'll wrap the vlog up here. Shout out to this guy for helping me out that week. Appreciate it, dude. Just when you thought that little powwow with me and Carlton there was the end of this video, it is not. The following day, just dropping my trailer back off at the shop. Have the night to think on it and just kind of process everything. And I just wanted to wrap up this video on a more appropriate note based on like what I actually feel went down and how I feel about it all. Really what this comes down to is like the reason we're doing this YouTube stuff is to share with you guys who are watching like the reality of what it's like being, you know, a middle-class guy from a small town in Ontario, Canada, trying to make this whole drifting thing happen. And if you're watching these videos and you're on our channel and you're subscribed, you're really early on in the journey, right? Like obviously building the car and starting to drive it now is the preliminary steps on our eventual goal of, you know, taking drifting as far as we possibly can. And you guys watching these videos and supporting is helping us do that, even though at this point we're still very small fish in a big pond. But my number one priority with the channel has always been to be real with you guys. You know, a lot of people on YouTube show their wins and all the successes and stuff. And there's a lot of YouTube channels that are so big now that I don't find them to be relatable. And that's not to discredit those people, because a lot of them started small and they worked their ass off, and they 100% deserve to be where they're at. But, you know, to me, it's not exactly relatable. The majority of people can't afford to build drift cars like that, crash them, build a new car in 2 weeks. As impressive as it is, when you have resources, you know, everything is possible. We're obviously not in that state. We're grassroots trying to make it happen. So I'm prioritizing trying to be as real as possible with you guys. Hence why we're showing this video, which obviously, if you've made it this far in the video, you know that we didn't have the day that we wanted to have a Canadian Drift Series Pro Class. And I just wanted to dive into a little bit of what I think went on and what the next steps are. The, you know, the who, the what, the when, the why, the how of everything going on. Second time driving the car. For those of you who don't know me personally and are following the channel, I started drifting in 2019. I drove at the time my street car, which is my daily driver, a stock E46 coilover. Drove all 2019, many events as I possibly could. Would load the car up with tools and tires, hit the track. Drove 2020. At the end of 2020, I bought a already LS swap E46 that had basically a stock truck motor in it. I drove that for 2 events at the end of 2020. That was like the next stepping stone for me. I sold my S13 and bought that. I had an S13 as well, very briefly. 2021, I put a cam in that car, and it was just a caged 6-liter, made 400 wheel, 385 foot-pounds. It had a TKO 600 Tremec in it, and Ford 8.8 diff with G-force axle. I spent the off-season building that. I overbuilt the drivetrain, which has always been my mentality, and that car was just a seat time car, but it made 400 wheel. It was actually, I love that car so much. It took nothing but oil changes. It was great, because we overbuilt the drivetrain for the power it was making. 2021, during that time it was COVID, so like drifting was weird anyways. I did 1 full season in that white LS car, and then I got the opportunity to buy a bare shell that was already acid dipped, and I knew that I wanted to take my driving to the next level. I felt like I progressed very quickly. I got to the point in the white car where I felt like I was bringing that thing out. I personally felt like I was squeezing a lot out of that car, and so we decided to build the next level of car. Of course, life happened, and essentially to build the level of car that you guys now see, I had to also understand like what I was going to do in order to be able to actually afford to build a car and then not afford to drive it. So long story short, we moved houses, moved towns, switched my job around, basically started my own business, which is not easy, and it took 3 years to build the car by the time I was ready to afford it. So here we are, 3 years later, we have the car. Over those 3 years, year 1 off, I didn't drive at all. Year 2 off, I drove my seat time car for about 3 events, but we blew like 2 motors in it, so I didn't get as much seat time in that as I wanted to. However, I did drive the LZ World Tour, which is a great opportunity. I wouldn't have been able to do that without NV Auto and Dov and Riley and the team there. Loved that opportunity, but I went into the LZ World Tour with not having driven in basically a full year, and I'd never driven that car, and so I didn't feel comfortable throwing down with some of these great drivers in a car that I had never driven after not driving for a year. But we did well, didn't embarrass ourselves, and had a great time. Most importantly, made some great connections in the LZ World Tour. Basically, like what I'm getting into or alluding to here is not only am I learning a new car, but I'm also I haven't driven a car that makes over 400 wheel consistently since I sold my white V8 3 years ago, and this is a very different car than that. So my brain is like recalibrating speeds, how much room to give people. I do think I am recalibrating pretty quickly and getting the hang of it. However, I'm not happy obviously with my performance at CDS, and that is what it is. But yeah, this car just does things that I've never had the ability to do. A prime example would be like I can throw it into a corner, get on throttle early, and it digs out of stuff because it has so much grip and forward bite that I never would have imagined possible before. I know it is possible because I obviously watch a lot of high-level drifting, but I've never personally experienced that. So prime example at CDS, after the comp was over, there was a section on the back track, or the section of the last 2 corners. I was pedaling it early in the day. Later in the day, just doing some free driving after comp, I was able to throw full angle and absolutely pin it, and the car would just full lock transition, full throttle, it would be able to handle it and dig out of that corner. And like, I was like, okay, like cool, new level unlocked. That's amazing. Like this car can do that. I wish I knew that in comp. But that's always how it goes, right? We're so new to this car. I probably have less than 40 laps in it. And I think that showed when I competed. It's clear that I don't have a lot of time in this car. My leads were good. I feel like I was the fastest car there in terms of overall pace, but my chases struggled. I got choked up behind some guys. I gave Pat too much room. He's quick. I just didn't think he was going to be that quick. I gave him more room than I should have, and I never got it back. So that is what it is. Lesson learned. And that's my mistake and nobody else's. One of the things in terms of car setup, there's a lot of things that I want to change. The number one thing I want to change is my throttle pedal. So it's a fully custom throttle pedal. It's a really nice piece, all billet, CNC machine. Just the positioning isn't right. That's not really anybody's fault. It's just an ergonomics thing. But it is so close to my brake pedal that every time I tried to left foot behind somebody in the chase, I ended up hitting my throttle foot with my brake foot. And so I felt like there was a tool in my tool belt that was not usable. I was forced to just use the hydro, which is fine, but obviously isn't ideal, especially when my car was as gripped up as it was. Like it wasn't super gripped up, but getting on and off hydro is certainly not the most smooth way to operate a car in the chase. That combined with my misjudgment of pacing, I think really contributed to just not being able to put it all together. It is what it is. What I am really thankful for is the group of people that was there supporting me. We're really early in this game. It's a new car, just recalibrating, driving at that level again, and having that level of aggression back. I was super bummed about it on Sunday, but quite honestly, this is probably the best thing that could have happened to me, because I'm the type of person that gets more motivated when I have a result that I'm not happy with. And after like 2 days of sitting on it and thinking on it, we're taking this weekend off instead of going to Grid Life. I'm going to the shop. I'm going to address all the issues that we have with the car. Work needs to be done. Just wanted to get here and kind of wrap this video up on a better note. But we're not cutting out the scene of me and Brad talking, because like that's just how it is. If that's real, I wasn't happy with myself. I was bummed. You guys can see that in the camera, but we're not hiding anything on this channel. So sorry for the rant, but that's it for this video. Appreciate everybody that supports. Shout out to everybody that helped me with this, and everybody that was at the event. And yeah, more to come, man. Stay tuned, baby.